All right, MCG next door. I've only pulled 2 mythics out of this box, so it's the dopamine's been good for some things, but overall not like the big dopamine surge that we usually like to get on this channel. That said, let's see what the last 6 packs hold for us. Just throw that crap over there and go for it right here. Wish they would come up with a recyclable, a recyclable wrapper. That would be ideal. Yeah, list cards have not actually been all that impressive either. All right, pretty art. And I only think I've gotten one of those lands too. Oh. All right, our lesson, Containment Breach. Destroy target artifact or enchantment if its mana value is 2 or less. So you're blowing up a soul ring or a signet. Create a pest creature token create a pest creature token. All right, hunt for specimens, make a pest, and learn, bitch. Unwilling ingredient. Black for a 1/1 frog. He looks unhappy. He's got menace though, and you can pay 2 and a black and exile him from your graveyard and draw a card and lose a life. Novus Dissector, 3 and a black for a 3/3 troll warlock. 1, sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, only sorcery. Yeah, okay. Bayou Groff, 1 and a green for a 5/4 plant dog. Stitch, this has got to go in your dog deck. As an additional cost of the spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3. That's actually not bad. All right, Dueling Coach, 3 and a white for a 2/2 monk. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, and then 4 white tap, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter. I think I've pulled this already. All right, Karok Wrangler, 4 and a green for a 3/3 elf druid. I like this already. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That's not bad. Got our first rare here. We got, I was hoping to get this guy. Callous Blood Mage, 2 and a black for a 2/1 vampire warlock. Like it already. When he enters the battlefield, choose 1. Create a pest. Meh. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Exile target player's graveyard. But, sometimes that's necessary. But 2 and 3, those are pretty nice. Got another rare. I think it's a land. No, it's not. Plarg, Dean of Chaos. 1 and a red for a 2/2 Orc Shaman. Tap him, discard a card, draw a card. Or 4 and a red, tap, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary, non-land card with mana value 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way on the bottom of your library in a random order. So you pay 5, tap it, cast something for free, or for 3 or less. A little bit tough to pull off. Let's see what the other side is. Augusta, Dean of Order, 2 and a white for a 1/3 human cleric. Other tapped creatures you control get +1/+0. Other untapped creatures you control get +0/+1. Whenever you attack, untap each creature you control, then tap any number of creatures you control. That's weird. Maybe useful. Hard to say. All right, and then we got a Mythic Mystical Archive. Oh, see, that's what you got to do. You got to talk shit to the packs, and then they give you good stuff. Oh, all right, Tainted Pack. Look at that. That's just creepy as hell, too. All right, so I did not understand why this was an expensive card, and Mr. A and Stitch had to explain it to me because I think I was just misreading it. So 1 and a black, exile the top card of your library. You may put that card into your hand unless it has the same name as another card exiled this way. Repeat this process until you put a card into your hand or exile 2 cards with the same name, whichever comes first. All right, and then we've got, that's pretty sweet. We'll put those there. A Turtle Druid. I think we've gotten this guy. 1 green hybrid blue for a Quandrix Cultivator, 3/4 Turtle Druid. Whenever he enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic forest or island card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. And then we got a useless token. All right, that first pack hit. We'll take that. Okay, I think this is the art. I think I've gotten this art already. It's really pretty. Foily Island. Introduction to Prophecy we've pulled. Arrogant Poet we've pulled. Silverquill Campus we've pulled. Silverquill Pledge Maid we've pulled. Owlin Shield Mage we've pulled. Combat Professor. 3 and a white for a 2/3 bird cleric. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains vigilance until end of turn. All right, into the uncommons. This is an interesting one. Test your talents. 1 and a blue. Counter target instant or sorcery spell. Search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that spell and exile them. That player shuffles, then draws a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. So this is definitely a standard and or modern card. I don't think you're playing this in EDH or Oathbreaker. Otherwise, it's not a bad counter spell because, you know, cost it at least decently. All right, another uncommon. Flunk. 1 and a black. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is 7 minus the number of cards in that creature's controller's hand. So they've got 1, they get -6/-6, which is not bad. All right, we got a rare. What do we got? Retriever Phoenix. I don't know this one. 3 and a red for a 2/2 flying haste Phoenix. Whenever Retriever Phoenix enters the battlefield, if you cast it, learn, bitch. As long as Retriever Phoenix is in your graveyard, if you would learn, you may instead return Retriever Phoenix to the battlefield. So, I mean, that's good, but you got to at least have enough, like, learn cards in your deck. All right. Strategic planning. Ooh, we got another one. My bad. Eliminate, so that's all foily. Oh, and we got a list card, too. Did I not notice that? I did not. Let's see what we got. Oh, this looks like 1993. I don't know. Let's see. Latchkey Fairy. I actually got this off the list a while ago. So 3 and a blue for a 3/1 Fairy Rogue. Flying. It's got Prowl. When it comes into play, if its Prowl cost was paid, draw a card. All right. I'm going to have a sip of something here. All right, I think these last couple packs here are going to pull it. Let's check that. Another list card. All right, that's a sweet looking dragon. Wish I'd gotten more dragons. I always like dragons. All right, Pest Summoning. Snow Day. I don't think I've pulled this one yet. 4 blue for an instant. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during the controller's next untap step. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Already hitting the uncommons right off the bat. Prismari Apprentice. Yeah, I'll read it. Blue-red for a 2/2 human shaman. It's got Magecraft, which makes it so it can't be blocked. If that spell has a mana value of 5 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on Prismari Apprentice. Not bad. Another uncommon. Creative Outburst. 3 blue, red. So for 7, what are we doing? Creative Outburst deals 5 damage to any target. So you're paying 7 to deal 5 damage to any target. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Okay, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So basically scry 5. Or you could discard this guy for 2 hybrid and make a treasure token. Yeah, that's not bad. I would definitely play that. Also, it's an instant. You can just sit there, see if you need anything you got to counter. Wait till it comes around to your turn. Do this, blast something off the board, load your hand up. There you go. All right, Spell Satchel we've pulled already. Storm, Kiln, Artist we've pulled. Team Pennant we've pulled. Oh boy, whoop, I really screwed the pooch on that one. All right, it's a Mythic and it's a Planeswalker. It is Kasima, Enigma Sage. 1 green-blue. Each other Planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of Kasima, Enigma Sage. She comes in with 2. So for +2, you can scry 1. For -X, you can create a fractal and put X counters on it. Or for -8, you can search your library for an instant or sorcery card that shares a color with this Planeswalker. So that's blue, green, or colorless. Exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast the card without paying its mana cost. So you could actually put out whatever that really awful, like All Is Dust, and then just boom, cast it. Not bad. I like it. That will probably have to be an Oathbreaker. All right, we got another rare here. Valentine, Dean of the Vein. I think Stitch pulled this guy, and he's pretty good too. So 1/1 for a Menace lifelink, so he's definitely getting through for the first couple turns. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. When you do, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 1/1 pest creature. All right. And then the flip side, I think this is the nasty side. All right, Lizette, Dean of the Root, 2 green. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain trample until end of turn. See, that is ugly. Because if you've got, say, a Soul Sister out, you just cast a elf, you put this down, you pay 1, all your elves get a +1/+1 counter, and now they've all got trample, and then you're coming at somebody's face. It's not an elf or a, either side, but yeah, I would still put that in a black-green elf deck. In fact, you may see that in a black-green elf deck. All right, Mystic Archive, we got an uncommon one, another Eliminate, and then an uncommon foil. Oh, and the list card. I do not know this one. Oh man, is this a conspiracy one? Yeah, it is. Iterative Analysis. Hidden Agenda. Start this with this conspiracy face down in the command zone and secretly name a card. Yep. Not gonna happen. I think Mr. A pulled that one. All right, 3 more. We're having some luck now. Let's see what we pull here. All right, Mountain, Fractal Summoning, Blood Age General we've got, Ageless Guardian we've got, Study Break we've got, Cogwork Archivist we've pulled, Bury Books we've pulled, Zephyr Boots we've pulled, Umbral Juke we've pulled. Oh, man, I went way too fast there. Lorehold Command, that's a new one. 3 red, white, choose 2. Create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible and haste until end of turn. All right, I like that. I always like indestructible creatures. Lorehold Command deals 3 damage to any target. Target player gains 3 life. Sacrifice a permanent, then draw 2 cards. That might get played. That one very well might get played. All right, we got a rare one here. Let's see what we got. Oh, Mana Tithe. Not unhappy about that. The white counterspell with cool art. We got another rare, so our foil is 1. Compulsive Research. 2 and a blue. Target player draws 3 cards, and that player discards 2 cards unless they discard a land card. It's not bad. And then we got a Fractal token. All right, that was a good pack. 2 more for the box. 2 more. That lady looks angry. Island. Intro to Prophecy. Eureka moment. 2 green, blue. Draw 2 cards. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Vortex Runner. 2 and a blue for a 2/3 human wizard. As long as you control 8 or more lands, it gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. That's actually not bad, especially late in the game. Mentor's Guidance. We've gotten one of those. Test of Talents. We've gotten one of those. Flunk, we got one of those. Go blank. Target player discards 2 cards and exile all cards from that player's graveyard. That's a good one. I got spots for that. Another uncommon. Stonebinder's Familiar. It's a dog. So 1/1 Spirit Dog. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. This ability only triggers once each turn. We got a rare. We got another Retriever Phoenix. All right. We got an uncommon. We got a Revitalize. 1 and a white. You gain 3 life and draw a card. We got another uncommon. Snakeskin Veil. We've already pulled. All right. Last pack. Let's see. Art, Plains, Containment Breach, Silver Quill Pledge Mage, Allen Shield Mage, Combat Professor. I feel like I've had this pack before. Lorehold Pledge Mage, Lorehold Campus, Brackish Trudge. I don't think I've pulled this. 2 and a black for a 4/2 Fungus Beast. It enters the battlefield tapped. You can pay 1 and a black to return it from your graveyard to your hand. Activate only if you've gained life this turn. Another uncommon, Deadly Brew. Each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. If you sacrifice a permanent this way, you may return another permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. That plays all day long. That's good. We got a rare, and it's an 11/10. What is this? Ooh, I kind of like this. Damogoth Titan. So 4 hybrid green-blacks for an 11/10 demon. When it attacks or blocks, sacrifice a creature. So you got to make sure you've got plenty of junk on the board to sack to it. That's not bad. Oh, we got a mythic. What is it? Crux of Fate with the art that the guy plagiarized. In case anybody was curious about this, there is a fan artist, and she basically drew a Bolas like the Bolas in this picture. You'll notice the Bolas in this picture has a normal hand. Nico Bolas is supposed to just have 3 fingers on his hand. And so somebody started congratulating her, thinking she had actually done this, when it turns out it was this fool, Jason Felix. And so Wizards has said, ooh, we're not sure what we're going to do about this. But anyway, happy to have another Crux of Fate. What we got? Finishing with a common, a Spectral Mage, and a token. All right. So, pretty good. I think it was 5 mythics for the box. A lot of rares. I think I put some uncommons in here. Yeah, I did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I miss one? 12. So 6 packs, 12 rares and mythics. Not bad. Y'all stay safe. Tune in to the conclusion of the COVID Championship.